My dear brothers and sisters. Today, the topic we are going to talk about is related to diabetes. Because across the world, diabetes is becoming an epidemic and lots of destruction is to follow as a result of it. And in order to fix it, the patient has to himself understand what is wrong with him. Therefore, knowledge of it is very important. The ones who are ignorant of the disease are the ones who suffer the most. Therefore, the ones who are diabetic must fully understand and possess full knowledge about the disease. I am an alternative medicine doctor and would like to offer some tips on it as to what must be done. See, 2000 years ago in Egypt, it was known as the disease of the lazy, ailments of the lazy people, the people who eat, sleep, and do nothing else. They are the ones who suffer the most from it. This, however, does not apply to type 1 diabetes. They don't secrete insulin at all. That is a different subject. But, in general, type 2 diabetes happens to people who have a sedentary lifestyle, eat much, sleep much, are lazy, their body stores fat, cellulite, and they are the ones who become diabetic. First and foremost is to tighten the metabolic system. Like laborers, they have a very tight metabolic system. It is a result that they often don't suffer from type 2 diabetes. This is due to their hard work, exercise, and proper rest and sleep. Smaller meals keeps their metabolism tight. If the metabolic system is tight, the pancreas will very well secrete insulin. If the metabolism has loosened or become weak, the pancreas will not secrete insulin. Just as you wring a towel to its maximum capacity to drain it, then the last drop of water comes out, almost as though the towel has dried. Similarly, you have to keep the body's metabolism tight. But once you have diabetes, you have to keep a close watch and not overwork the metabolism system while trying to fix it and not end up damaging it. In general, stress and sedentary is the root cause of type 2 diabetes. We have to focus on both things and watch out as to when the stress levels are increasing and how to protect yourself from a sedentary lifestyle. Please remember these 2-3 things. The ones who have a heart problem and have high blood pressure and diabetes, these are clear indications that the person has a sedentary lifestyle. Therefore, the person has to do lifestyle modification. First and foremost, avoid carbohydrates. Wheat, chapati, rice and bread must be avoided as much as possible. If, however, you are used to taking carbohydrates, just a little serving, as little as half a chapati, 3 to 4 spoons of rice, no issues in that. But mostly stick to a vegetarian diet, alkaline diet, and avoid carbohydrates. This forms the basis of controlling blood sugar. Without this, it is not possible to control blood sugar levels. Next is to do 30 minutes of exercise, 8 hours of peaceful sleep. Avoid stress, else 100 points of sugar increase. You will notice if you have 300, the day you are stressed, it will be 400. When you check the blood sugar, try to check it from the feet by pricking it, either the big toe or the finger next to it. One is that it improves circulation. The other is that it is less painful. Pricking the fingers every day is difficult and tedious, just as an infant is pricked in the foot when drawing blood. One must draw blood from there. Circulation in the foot is important, else foot amputation begins. Hence, oxygenation and circulation is important for that area. If you have recently discovered you are diabetic, immediately come up on a liquid diet. Have lots of soup. This will help you reverse diabetes, inshallah. Completely stop carbohydrates. That time. It will be difficult initially, but any disease that is controlled in the initial stages, it is easy to control it. As far as possible, try to not start medications. Through lifestyle modifications, diet, and exercise, try to combat the illness rather than resorting to medications. For if you begin, it will permanently remain a part of your life. You will have to consume it all your life. Also, if you suddenly take insulin, you will have to slowly increase it all your life. I know someone who began with an insulin dosage of 5 units and slowly it went up to 60 units. This again applies to type 2 diabetes, not for type 1, for they have to take insulin. Also, for type 2, if it is not getting control at all, he may have to take a little insulin initially to control it. Do not go against the doctor's advice, especially since one doesn't have sufficient knowledge regarding the subject and can prove risky. I am still telling you these things so that you are aware of what all happens. I am going to tell you another research of mine. When you prick your finger for blood and the blood refuses to come out onto the strip, know that you have done overeating. Sugar has accumulated, and that is the indication of it. If the blood quickly comes out and flows to the strip, know that the body has accumulated a lot of stress. These are 2 important indications. If going slowly, overeating. If going fast, there is a blood pressure problem. Hence, it's getting pushed fast. Another thing you have to be watchful about is the blood sticky? Glue-like sticky. If so, it is going to damage the kidney immensely. In diabetes-related kidney problem patients, due to their uncontrolled diabetes, the blood becomes like a sugar syrup and it becomes sticky. Now, the kidney is unable to filter the blood properly and gets damaged. In general, the kidney gets damaged due to high blood pressure since it is pushed with a lot of force and circulates throughout the body with a lot of force. And maybe because the nephrons in the kidneys are unable to deal with this pressure, high blood pressure damages the kidneys a lot. Therefore, I have often requested everyone to check their blood pressure repeatedly, monitor it routinely. Please check my lectures online. Both English and Urdu are available. There is a video on high blood pressure and stress. Please listen to it. If you get spiritual cure for the diseases of the spirit, inshallah, you will also get physical cures. The idea is to remove all toxins from the body. Just remove toxins, whether it is toxins of medications, toxins of insulin, toxins of sugar, toxins of high blood pressure. Just detox the body. Remove that. It is like a snake's poison in the body. These toxins must be eliminated. You will feel very good once the toxins are removed from the body. Even lesser medications will be enough. So this is one effort you must make to remove toxins. Another thing is, don't add too much strain on yourself. A person with high blood pressure, if he does so, will end up having a stroke or a heart attack. Go slow. Strictly monitor blood sugar and blood pressure. These are closely related. You will notice when you have higher blood pressure, the sugar levels are lower. And when sugar levels are high, the blood pressure is lower. This is a unique relation. Do not add excessive strain on yourself. Even excessive stress through exercise, etc., can result in a stroke or a heart attack. Be very careful and cautious about this. Some people end up having foot amputations because of the accumulated sugar, and they don't get their foot massaged so as to improve circulation. It is my research that due to gravitational force, the blood sugar gets accumulated in the feet and is not circulated. This keeps becoming an acid, restricts the flow of oxygen there, blocks nutrition, and starts becoming numb, and eventually has to be amputated. Please remember this advice very well. Diabetic feet must be treated with reflexology, and each finger must be massaged well. There should be circulation there. No numbness must be there. Man does not realize this and is focused on other things, and before he does, it is time for foot amputation or big toe amputation, small finger amputation. Please remember to take care of your foot. If you see that your blood sugar is high, just avoid food. But unfortunately, man does the opposite. He sees it high and still eats. This is the trick and deception of Shaitan. If you see your blood pressure is 350/400, avoid food. Sugar is an acid that circulates throughout the body and stocks up and consumes insulin. It keeps receiving insulin and is happy. This sugar becomes like acid and poison for the body. A diabetic patient must have a multidimensional focus. What often happens is the diabetic patient is too focused on his kidney and heart. In the interim, the eyes get damaged, the foot gets damaged and needs amputation. Keep a view of all things. This is a management related disease. Keep a watch on all this. Don't just blindly rely on doctors. Sometimes it is important to identify your own problems and take measures to balance it. Doctors are also becoming such these days. If you discuss a single problem with them, they add another medication. All these are chemicals that eventually get stocked in the body slowly and gradually like poison. Take whatever minimum is necessary. Otherwise, in future, the body will retaliate to medications. Like I previously said, the dosage began with 5 units of insulin and went up to 60. What is next? 100? Several home remedies are available. Please follow them and balance your sugar. And try to understand what is going wrong with you. Regular massage is very important, especially of the neck, head, foot and knee, because circulation becomes slow, and during massage, underlying and hidden problems are uncovered. If the knee has a problem, it will later make it difficult for you to walk. At our integrated medical center, we follow 5 principles to take care of your health. One is alkaline diet. Next, exercise. But there are some rules to follow in that. If blood pressure is greater than 160/90, exercise will do more damage than good. Do not damage. And can result in heart attack and stroke. During change of weather, do not exercise, as lots of strokes and deaths are seen during this time, around October, November. In those times, get ample rest, eat, sleep, and be relaxed. So alkaline diet, exercise, deep tissue massage, or physical therapy, this helps us know the body condition, sleep well, and time to check medical parameters, check blood or cholesterol levels, sugar levels, kidney function, lipid profile, thyroid, vitamin D, etc. Get a liver function test, kidney function test. This will help you from future disasters. Keep a watch on numbness anywhere, pressure on the eye, bleeding from anywhere. Keep a watch on these 2 things, numbness and any pressure on the eye. A feeling of well being and wellness must be present inside. See to that. If you don't feel too good or energetic, do not exercise. If you feel good and energetic, go ahead and exercise. No harm. But do not cross limits when you exercise. I have repeatedly said this. Do not exceed your capacity. Do not overburden yourself. There is a famous proverb in Bengali, Wabusta Buje Wabusta. Therefore, do not overexceed. If you do, disasters will follow. Keep it in moderation. During change of weather, especially, there is a 30% increase in strokes and heart attacks. Get proper rest and sleep during this time. If you are on blood pressure medication, do not stop it suddenly. If you do, there is a great risk of stroke and heart attack. Do not stop it suddenly. These are a few tips and strategies I have shared on managing blood sugar. I have even written a book, Goodbye Diabetes. Inshallah, if you follow the advice I shared, if Allah wants, this advice will be beneficial to you and beneficial to the Ummah in protecting ourselves from this dangerous illness. Protect yourself from a sedentary lifestyle. Get used to working hard and striving. There are 4 principles of life: self-control, sabr, sacrifice, and hard work. Teach these to kids from a young age. Bad habits should not enter their system like poison from a young age. You can log on to darulqululb.com website, and a lot of articles are there. Guidance is there on health too, in many languages. And the book Learn to Swim Before You Sink is there. You can download and read it from there. It is available in 4 languages. If you follow it, inshallah, it will be of help. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.